Fielded in the end zone, it's Ali. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A strike downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he got loose. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fang and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Baylor Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Fine play action. It's complete to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Off the RPO, throw to right, looking for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
To the air, it's Horn. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fakes the grab. Quick step and go. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Dropping back, it's Horn. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Notre Dame right back to the line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's been punched, counter-punched throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Off the play fake. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the tight end. Using the quick game. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quarterback making checks. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Butler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Ali. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his 1st punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Stewart. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Bears with the 1st and 10.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Horn. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back. You're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. Hard-hitting tackle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Ali. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Ali. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Crosses to 40. Makes a pass to Martin. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. Scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on...
We're going to find out here.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Horn. Just a short pass to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Bears are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Across the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
Touchdown, Baylor! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. Throwing it at her front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The give from the gun. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Slithers into space. There he goes. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Hines is tight end.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Gets it out fast. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make... Grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bears want to move quickly.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Horn. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the run, it's Stewart. Driving for the goal line, loose football. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David?
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Balls and fired complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Bears have their offense in high gear.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air, it's Horn. Quickly complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw.
Lofts one high and deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. He just lost track of where he was on the field, entire body past the line of scrimmage, illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll run it from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. This deep shot for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game.
Got it inside the 10, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Horn. The throw. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, but there's not enough room. The defense was ready. They kept their leverage, and they come up with a 4th down stop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this
couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On the run, it's Stewart. Turning it on. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Looking for a man. It's Horn. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. They might try to score again. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. From the red zone for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.